Good afternoon, gambling world. It is a happenstance hunter, and I'm here at that scam casino I've been warning everybody about, Play MO, and I'm going to show you exactly what the issue is. Now, there's the respin games. When you look at the respin games and you see down here, this is the fee that you pay to the casino. They make this money off you each time you spin, and there is no risk and no reward on that money, so it is not a bet. The software providers clearly label it as a cost because the casino takes that money from you and you get nothing in return. Even if you hit something big, you are only paid out on what your bet is. And if you try to change your bet in any way, of course, the respin feature is void. So you're not allowed to raise your bet. So if you go in with a minimum bet of 30 cents and you respin a $10 reel, you're not going to get paid out $10 plus the 30 cents, multiply your win. That would be considered a bet. But here it is a cost. But these casinos use what's called ambiguous terms and conditions to rip gamblers off around the world, and they've been doing it for years, and it's time to bring it to an end. And thank you, Microgaming, for stepping to the plate and creating this game, Book of Oz. Now, Book of Oz is a lot different. They went and put the game info on the other machine, says it's a cost. But in Book of Oz, if I want to do a respin, watch this. It locks it, and it adds to your bet. So now you get a reward if you do a respin. You actually get money. It increases your bet size every, of course, this right here isn't going to be a big payout, so it's really hard to tell. Let me do a couple spins if it lets me. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's try to build something. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see how my bet is going up each and every time. Oh, look at that. 2 bonus symbols. So now, if I want to go lock that one, let's say we'll unlock that one and lock that one. Now, see how my bet's gone up? And I get a reward on that. That's what a gamble is. That's what a risk is, and that's what a bet is. A bet is when you put money down, and there's a chance that that money is going to be multiplied. That is a bet. But in this game, the respin reel, or just the regular Oz, or Butterfly, or Bikini Beach, or Dragon Dance, or Wild Orient, it's a fee that you pay to the casino. So I read now, of course it's going to crash because I have 2 games running, but that you understand what I'm trying to say. And this is on my YouTube videos. I've covered this many times. It's going to be a part of my live show, The Happenstance Hunter, happening on March 17th on YouTube. Going to be my first episode. I'm going to talk a lot about the scam casinos and Askgamblers, Casino Meister, and LCB. Now, if you go to the complaints section on here, check this out. First of all, they got it covered by their chat thing, so you can't really see complaints. Go to complaints and look who their complaint resolution people are. Askgamblers and LCB. Now, if you want to go file a complaint against this casino at Askgamblers, first of all, you have to sign up for Askgamblers. Now, I'm sorry, but every other complaint agency out there that's legit doesn't make you sign up into a private forum so you can post your messages for members only to read, and then they get in there and they dictate to you what you can say and what you can't say. Because here's the problem here. Askgamblers, they've got a vested interest to protect the casinos in which they advertise. This is their Facebook page now, or sorry, website. If I want to go to their forum, oh, actually, I'm in the forum. If I wanted to make a post and talk to somebody about what's going on and what's being said, and I want to read the comments and I want to interact, they won't let me. I have to first go and sign up, get a membership, and then they dictate. They actually turned down my complaint against PlayMO. When I went in and explained what had happened here and what they'd done, they actually denied my complaint 2 times. Then when I went and got a copy of PlayMO's license, went and got a digital copy proving that it was not a valid license, amongst all the other evidence I collected against these scammers, what did Askgamblers do? These professional people who are supposed to be there to be the complaint resolutions for all these casinos that they advertise for, what did they do? They blocked me. They blocked me from here, they blocked me from their Facebook, and they blocked me from their Twitter account. So I couldn't warn other gamblers about what they're doing here. And yet they have awards, and they award BetSoft and Microgaming and all those software providers. They have this big award ceremony every year trying to show that they're legit, and come to them, gamblers, come to Askgamblers, because they're going to send you in the right direction. Well, these losers still send people to PlayMO. PlayMO is blacklisted around the world on legitimate boards. They are blacklisted. They are the worst customer service in the world. Actually, what they do is they just simply stop talking to you. They'll rip you off for your jackpot win and go, oh, well, too bad, so sad. We got all your deposits. And they stop talking to you. And you come to these guys for assistance, they will block you if your case is legitimate. And yet they claim to have $27 million in resolved complaints. Poppycock. And I challenge them to post the records of that on their internet. And I'd like to get the gamblers who have had all this money returned, not once, on their Facebook page. I went on there and said, well, how come on your Facebook page there's nobody here that has ever said thank you for getting my money back, yet you've had $27 million of money returned? Because they're scammers. They've got this thing set up so gamblers will come here. They'll think that this agency is here for the gambler when they're not. They're here for the casino. They have a vested interest to protect the casinos in which they advertise, and they advertise for a long list of casinos, and they dictate what people say about those casinos and minimize the damage from these casinos pulling scams. They actually try to minimize the damage and dictate the complaints so these casinos can continue to operate and rip gamblers off around the world. And then they try to appear on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter like there's some legitimate agency out helping gamblers when they're not. They are here for the casinos, their vested interest, and they allow these casinos to use what is called ambiguous terms and conditions to rip gamblers off around the world. So it's time to put an end to that, and that's why I created the show, The Happenstance Hunter, which is going to be starting in March 17th, 2020, and I'm going to be doing a few episodes. You can go to my Facebook page, check it out. This is my Facebook page, The Happenstance Hunter. What I do is I can predict winning slot machines before they pay out. Yes, I can predict. You heard that right. I can go to a casino and find the slot machine that's going to pay out. How do I do it? I use Happenstance. It's the same thing I did with every single one of these winning tickets here. $1, $100, $1, $100, $100, $100, $1, 400, 200, 500, 200, 100, 200, 400, 500. All off $1, and all by using what is called happenstance hunting technique. It is something that I've developed in my book called The Leprechaun Code, which I'll be releasing hopefully soon. I'm still trying to get it all put together and find a publisher. But anyways, come to my page, The Happenstance Hunter. It's under construction. You can see here, here's one of my examples. This guy right here, I haven't put the winning thing yet. My horoscope for the day said, you need to perform random acts of kindness. So I took the word random act of kindness and went to this video. I watched the video, and in the video, this guy was doing a random act of kindness at the college, giving away money to students, $1,000, so they could buy their books. So I thought, okay, random act of kindness, book. So then I went to the casino and I typed in book, and let me just bring that down. I typed in book, and it brought up the games that start with the word book, like Book of Oz, Bookie of Odds, Book of Raw, Book of Dead. So I chose Book of Oz. And within 20 spins, I'd received the bonus 4 times. And of course, I put in minimum deposits for my show. I'm not about making money. I'm about showing people how to happenstance hunt. And so all my deposits are minimum deposits. It's simply a way of me keeping my cost of my business at a 0 balance. In fact, Betway once wrote me and said, we noticed that your wins equal your losses, because that's exactly what a good happenstance hunter does. Their wins equal their losses. So anyways, I went on to win and win and win as I predicted using this. Here's another one I did. Swashbuckling success. I highlighted that word in the horoscope. I also highlighted the words that talked about friends. So then I went to the casino, put in a minimum deposit, and I played roulette. And I picked birthdays of my friends. And sure enough, within a 20-minute period, I was up to $100. I actually got up to $138 here before I stopped. That's when I went to the pirate machine. I put in my deposit, or not my deposit, but I spun my first thing. Boom, first spin, I got free spins. And then I got that. and then I got that, and then I got that, and then I got that. And the only reason I came to this machine is because the horoscope for that day had the words swashbuckling success. And I've been doing this now for about 10 years. I have a 10-year proven history that happenstance hunting works, and you can use it to find wins in your daily life. In fact, that's why most gamblers lose. They lose because they choose. Does that make sense? They lose because they choose. They choose wrong. And that's why people lose at gambling. That's why you lose at slots, because what I was doing here is I wasn't pushing the button, pushing the button, pushing the button. I was waiting for cues. I have a television playing, I have a radio playing, I use social media, all in the background. So when they say something, like say they say the weather today is going to be 5, and I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I click the button, boom, another win. Now remember, this is a 10-cent bet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click the button, boom, another win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click the button, boom, another win. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, click the button, boom, I get bonus. That's how happenstance hunting works. You use outside cues to trigger your choices. That way you're not making the wrong choice. And if your karma's good, and if it's, you've got your happenstance hunting, it's like going fishing, it's like going hunting. So you have your good days, you have your bad days. You're out of tune, you're not on tune. But I tell you, happenstance hunting works, and it's really fun. You put in minimum deposits for maximum gain. And what you want to do is put in $10, and it's very easy to do in casinos where they have machines like this, to put in $10 and make it to 100. That's not hard to do in these kind of casinos. Once you do that, you have a cutoff point, $20. So now you've got $80 profit. You're not going to go below 20. That's for your next happenstance hunt. You can either cash out, put $80 in your pocket for your next 4 hunts of $20 minimum deposits, or you can continue to play. In this case, I played and I won again, 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 and I won again. And that's what happened on that day. I had swashbuckling success. And so I'm a happenstance hunter, and this is what I do, and I'm hoping to show people in my show how to do that. But in working on this project, that's when I started running into the scam casinos. I've watched many online videos, and a lot of them talk about 1 in 2 internet casinos is a scam. 1 in 2 internet casinos you go to is going to rip you off. They're not real. They're going to look for a way to get out of paying you, and then you're screwed. So you can't trust places like Askgamblers. You can't trust them. They list many of these casinos that are listed as scams and blacklisted on other legitimate boards. Now, there's other boards like, let me type this in here quickly. This is Casino Meister. Now, Casino Meister, I call them casino shysters because they're such liars. When you listen to their YouTube page, you can just see right through it. But anyways, Casino Meister, exact same thing. They advertise for these casinos. They have a vested interest to advertise for the casinos and to send them business and to make sure that the complaints that you file in their forums, which you have to sign up for and be a member and have your complaint dictated by them, well, these shysters have it frustrates me to no end. I went into the boards and the forum and had to try to have a discussion with these people to talk about ambiguity and to talk about the difference between a cost and a bet. And these shysters had their little, what I call pit bulls, sitting there waiting in the chat to attack me and say negative things and to try to talk me down and to try to confuse me. And that's what these guys do. They set these forums up and they go at you. And then what they'll do is we'll resolve your complaint. And then a week later, they get back to you and nothing's resolved. They say, oh, sorry, we tried to, we can't do it. Sorry, this is the one case in a million that we haven't been able to resolve. Well, that's poppycock, because if you go to my YouTube page, I've now linked a video from a guy who has the exact same problem I did 2 years ago, in 2016, 3 years ago. So for 3 years, Casino Meister, LCB, and Askgamblers have been sending gamblers to these scam casinos that use ambiguous terms and conditions. They'll pay you $100. They'll give you $200, maybe $500. But if you win a $10,000 jackpot or a $15,000 jackpot, even if you've put in $10,000 in playing for a year and you finally hit that jackpot, that's when the ambiguous terms and conditions come in and they go, sorry, rule number 8, it says that if we deem something that was played unfairly, we can take your money. So they take your money and then you email them. Hey, why'd you take my money? Sorry, the matter is closed. We're no longer discussing this. And you're screwed because you got to go to these guys to get resolution. These guys have a vested interest to protect them. So you can't go to Casino Meister, you can't go to Askgamblers, and you cannot go to LCB to get your issues resolved with these casinos. And it's sad because some of these casinos are actually legit. I've played at some of them and had cash outs and had no problems, while others are absolute scams supported by the losers at these forums that are sending people there. And it really upsets me that Facebook, Instagram allow Casino Meister and Askgamblers to advertise and LCB to advertise on their pages, because what they're doing is getting gamblers to come to their page and then they're sending them to the same trap that gentleman fell into in 2016, that I fell into in 2019, and many other gamblers have. I've been inundated by complaints from around the world as people are starting to become aware of my page and my live show that's going to start on March 17th. People have been inundating me with the same story, that they went to this place and they never did anything for me, and I got ripped off my $10,000 and I deposited $5,000 and then I won $2,000 and they wouldn't pay me. The stories just go on and on and on and on. It's really, really, really sad. So anyways, that's my video for today. Make sure you check out my Facebook page, The Happenstance Hunter. You can also go to my Ask Gamblers is a Scam Facebook page and PlayMO customer complaints, as well as Betway customer complaints. There was an issue with Betway. They were caught tampering with the roulette wheel. They were interfering with the feed to make it so you couldn't follow through on your bets and win. And when I started recording the video about it and let them know I was recording it, they shut my account down for 6 months and wouldn't let me back in to do further recordings. You'll have to go watch the video. I'm not going to get into it now. It's on my YouTube channel. It's linked through the page, and you can watch the video about what Betway did and how they were caught scamming, then tried to cover it up and got caught in their own lies. So anyways, it is the Happenstance Hunter for now. Thank you for watching. I'm really looking forward to talking to you all on my live show coming up in March 17th of 2020. And we're going to put an end to Askgamblers, Casino Meister, and LCB. Get rid of them. Let's bring in some legitimate agencies that act with integrity, dignity, and trust. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all. It is the Happenstance Hunter, and for now, I'm out of here. Woof.